Hey guys, Zoe here from OneGlanceTrader.com and welcome to episode 8 of my trading journal, The Drawdown Manager. And as always, if you want to go back and watch the previous episodes, just either click the link below this video or head over to OneGlanceTrader.com/journal. So it's been a while, so Happy New Year to everyone since I posted a video over the Christmas break. So firstly, I did have a nice Christmas break and it was good to spend time with the family and everything. And now, for those of you who are regular viewers of my trading journal will be looking at this section over here and wondering what the hell has been going on. So a few things. So firstly, for those of you who's been following me since episode 1, I mentioned that this EA does have a tendency for some strange reason to close down trades, and that is exactly what's happened. So I know in the previous episode I was talking about myself, looking to close down some trades, based on some analysis that I've done. I didn't even get to that point, unfortunately. I just when the indicator, not indicator, sorry, when the EA, triggered on when the market opened on the 2nd of January, it just closed down around £83 worth of drawdown. And none of them were were the big trades. They were all like little trades that were floating around. So not great, if I'm honest with you. It's kind of really kind of skewed up in terms of where I was trying to go with this journal, but I need to somehow have a look into that. I've gone back to the coder who created this EA, and he's coming back to me and saying that it's something with MT4. It's nothing to do with his coding. I've run quite a few EAs in my time, and this is the only EA that I know that randomly closes down trades. And I need to get another coder to have a look at this code and really sort this out. But I guess the positive thing is it's just taken out or wiped out all the profit that I made. So if you look at here on the balance line where we started, if I can draw this properly, we started the balance around, if I can draw this around there, and as you can see, that massive drop is just below or just above, pretty much where I started. So it's pretty much wiped out all of this profit that I've gained since the 4th of December, and now we're starting to creep back up again over here. But prior to this piece happening here, you can see that during the month of, leading up to Christmas and after Christmas, I was hitting some significant drawdown. Drawdown was above 400, and I was, planning on the 2nd of January to start closing out some of the trades anyway. I guess it's just closed down trades that probably I wouldn't have closed down. So either way, I needed to close down some trades. I probably wouldn't have closed down all of my profit, would have closed down the majority of it to still keep me up. But yeah, so we have a look where we are now. Obviously, the equity started to drip back up, so I'm just below where I was at the beginning when I started on the 4th of December, slightly lower. I think the equity was around 580. I think we're at 550 now. So, since the 4th to the 4th of January, so a whole month, it's a slight loss on where we are, mainly down to this stuff happening over here, which is fine. These things happen. I was going to get rid of trades anyway. Like I said, probably not the trades that it automatically randomly selected, but we are where we are from that perspective here. So in terms of the second, obviously closed down 1,000 pips, minus 79. This was about 86, 87. So again, it did make some money yesterday to make this down a bit less than what it was. We also did take a yesterday on the second, sorry, yeah. So it made some money on the second. Yesterday it made a 58 pips, quite a slow day. That does include a discretionary pin bar trade using the OGT price action indicator, which I'll go through inside the next episode about that trade. So for me now, this the system still runs how it runs. My plans for 2018 is really firstly to fix this bug if I can fix it, or create the EA again from scratch. Secondly, I've got ideas to make the trades better quality trades, i.e. using the higher time frames to ensure that we're going with the higher time frame trend to kind of really filter out trends that or filter out signals that are really pullbacks on higher time frames. So therefore, we're counter trend trading on lower time frames. So that's from an indicator, from an EA perspective. Sorry, that's what I work on inside 2018. Also, what I want to do is I want to go into a lot more around discretionary higher time frame trading. So what I'll be doing is inside the next episode, I'll be going into my thought process and philosophy around that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update. So really, a month in since recording this live, we're effectively just break even to a slight loss in terms of where I was when I started recording. Overall, we're still in a loss because I started the account around the 806 pound mark, so we're still getting there. Yeah, it did really bug me, to be honest, and I wasn't really looking forward to recording this video to showing this, because I did not plan for this to happen, and it shouldn't have really happened, but we are where we are. So yeah, so that's an update on where we are. Next episode, we're going more into the higher time frame trading. Example of the trade I took yesterday, which was a pullback on the Euro GBP 4-hour time frame. It's a very small trade again. Just going with 10p a pip even on the higher time frames just to preserve capital. So low risk going into it. It did have a stop loss on there, so it's not something I'm leaving and letting run, because it could run away against me on side higher time frames. I don't want to add to my drawdown if I don't need to. So yeah, just giving you an update on where we are. Not great, but we'll get there. This is all part and parcel of trading, and yeah, let's see where we can get to inside the next month within January, and stay tuned. Thanks very much for watching. Take care.